They can hear me. And they can hear you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
You said that joke last week. It's a new material, you hack.
No, I'm Jack.
Welcome, folks, to the 182nd episode of the HAC Show. I am the generally beautiful, moronic, and kind of mellow hack today. I kind of feel a bit mellow.
And ow. Right. Great. Wait, to start. Hold on.
This is not a bit, folks. What's going on? This is not a bit.
Okay. I'm ready.
Do we need to hydrate early on?
Yeah. And I am your slightly peeved Jack.
Yes. Luckily, I didn't cause him to be peeved. Just boring technical issues that I'm positive Jack will overcome, just like his league addiction.
It wasn't even much the technical issues. It's just I got back from my exam and I'm just peeved at the professor. That's all. That can be a topic for another day. I'll rant about it on my own streams.
Oh, all right then. Yeah, we can discuss your academics later. And also welcome. I see a few folks on the YouTube chat. Hello, Ghetto. Hello, Miss Saren. Because it's too late for the 420 stream. It's never too late to celebrate Hitler's birthday. Never too late.
Damn.
I
really
kid.
have to go there.
I kid. For all intents and purposes, that was an edgy joke. Hitler was a jerk. There, I said it. It's a controversial statement, but I said it. So is that why he's not streaming on Twitch? No, it's just a regular episode. We're not playing a video game. That's all.
Yeah, if it's not really a video game, I won't really stream it on Twitch, mainly because with all the redeems I have on Twitch, it can be disruptive. It can kind of be a little bit disruptive.
And plus, I won't be able to hear all the bells and whistles on his end. So it's like, it's literally that's it. That's pretty much it. I won't get to hear the bells and whistles and see what other made up lore you conjured up for our mascot ladies.
Hey, I don't make it, they do. New lore, apparently.
See, this is what happens when you let the public write our characters' lore.
Apparently, now Millie does things on like pranks on purpose when it comes to the laxatives things, and now Alex is really bad at cooking.
You know what?
She got the trope. She got the trope.
Oh no, my big wee wife who is so beautiful, but her cooking tastes like shite.
Yep.
Oh, I would love to see that arc. By the end of the story, she will finally learn how to not burn eggs.
No, it'll be going towards the reincarnated as a slime route, which was actually an interesting twist on it. Apparently, whenever the secretary the secretary with the big boobs, I forgot her name right now, but she has that whole trope, being bad at cooking.
Right.
She died when she came back, and she I guess got an extra skill out of it. Her skill was to be a master chef. The only problem is it still looks like shit, but it tastes amazing.
I guess that's I guess that's funny. I think. I guess. Okay. Oh no. Says new lord Millie wears white panties with a little green ribbon.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about their panties now.
No. I will as the lore keepers, we will strike that from the record. We don't need to know what's below their uh their overalls or skirts. That could be your headcanon. Leave it as that. That's your headcanon, Ghetto. But moving from the perverse things aside, I hope everyone has had a good Monday and a good week since the last episode. And oh, Jack, I got something unique to share. So over the weekend, I did some drawings, as you do, as I've been doing lately, and recently I was cleaning out my closet and I was gonna donate some old clothes I'm not wearing anymore, and I ended up going to a thrift store, actually one of the bigger thrift stores. Without, I guess, let's see, how can I do this without saying exactly where? Whatever. It's a thrift store. That's all you need to know. A big red thrift store. And I go inside, go as like, and I donate my clothes. You know what? While I'm here, I like to shop around thrift stores, see what novelty stuff I could find. Mainly DVDs, books, whatever. And in this particular thrift store, I bought something that caught my attention, and that being vinyl records.
Oh.
Yes, vinyl. Yes, a good amount of them. And I'm like, you know what? I have a vinyl record. Why not? Because like I'm gonna grow my collection. Not every vinyl record I need to have has to be some pristine based on a popular band. So I'm just find whatever random stuff I find. And in fact, wish I could take pictures of these, but not too interesting to look at. But let me. Well, I can at least describe them. So, I got about 4 full vinyl albums. So like for the big records, 4 of them, and I got 2. I don't know what's the proper term, but 2 smaller records that are like the singles. So yeah, 1 song on side A and 1 song on side B, and they're smaller with a wider circumference in the middle. Now, unfortunately, of the 6 complete records I bought, 1.5 of them didn't work. 1.5.
Oof.
And the one that didn't work was the one I really wanted to work. Because in that thrift store, I saw a single for one of Paul McCartney's famous songs. It was "No More Lonely Nights," which is a single off of his feature film, which is also the same album. Welcome to Broad Street. Not a great movie. Do not recommend you watch it. But Paul's music is Paul's music. He's a great musician, a great songwriter, I should say, and musician. And I like No More Lonely Nights. So I clean as best I can. I don't see any visible scratches or whatever. And I put it on my record player, and it's playing. I can hear that opening sound when you play a vinyl. That's that fuzzing, and it starts playing. And I'm like, all right, it's working. Okay, good. It's starting off good. And I kid you not, it wasn't until it reaches the chorus of the song, that it happens, that the record starts to loop. Loop indefinitely. And I'm like, no. I didn't even check the other side, which is the same song, but like a party remix. Because who doesn't want to dance to a song called No More Lonely Nights, I think we all been there, I think. I don't know. That doesn't work too. That one barely lasted a second before it stopped working. So that was $1.91 wasted. Pay good money, $1.91. The second and the other one that didn't work was a Billy Joel single with one side being called "Keeping the Faith," which I forget which album that's from, and I forget what the side B is. Just another single. The song I recognized didn't work, but the other song I did recognize did, kind of. It was okay. It's not his best work, but it's fine. So I was slightly disappointed with that, but you know what? It's a thrift store. You gotta expect, not everything's going to work. However, it was the other vinyls that actually surprised me. So I got 4 unique vinyls that for some reason weren't with the books or the CDs. They were with the electronics uh shelves for some reason. But I got them.
Mm-hmm.
And each of them are it's unique. It's unique. So they're all old vinyls from like I'm gonna guess like the 60s and the 70s. Very old. And you could tell, and you could definitely tell by the packaging. Like most of the vinyl sleeves are so worn out that if I'm not careful, the vinyl can actually slip and fall. So I gotta be very careful. So one of them I got was the. Dang, you know, I actually gotta. Let me actually go get them and read them properly. Give me a second. It will not. I'll be here. Just give me a second. I'll get them. Hopefully, you can hear me from far. How about far away? You hear me now? How about now? You hear me now?
I don't even think he could hear us though.
Talk to me. Come closer. All right, I'm getting closer.
Everyone act like you can't hear him.
Closer. All right, I'm back in my seat. Hold on. I still can't hear you. I gotta put my headphones on. Oh, hold on. I forgot one more record.
Act
All
like
right,
you can't
I'm back.
hear him.
All right. All right, now I'm back in my seat and I can hear all you your fishmongers. I know where you are. All right. So
I'm no fishmonger. I'm a warmonger.
So we can call you that slur.
Yes.
It's my favorite.
Say it right
now. Warmonger with a hard R. Anyway, so the first album I got is actually and Johnny, good timing, because I literally got the sound of his people.
Oh.
Yes, I'm gonna butcher this because obviously I don't speak Portuguese, but it's called Saudades do Brasil. All the instruments, percussions, and rhythms of Brazil. Music arranged and directed by Geraldo de Oliveira. And this was published by the Musical Heritage Society. And it's in stereo. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, and in the back of the vinyl, in the corner, is also in the Library of Congress. So it's that important. It's the Library of Congress. And in it, it's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 13 tracks in total, with 6 tracks on side 1 and 7 tracks on side 2. Each of them are like a traditional sounding music of the Brazilian culture, and on as many distinct sounds. And a personal favorite of mine, personally, would have to be track 3, and again I will butcher this up, called I'm sorry, Johnny, in advance. Quimanda Grande, which I've come to learn is not an exact translation, but it's basically means Snake Island. It's a great.
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently in Brazil, there's a place that is not informally known as Snake Island.
But how do you say it?
That's not no. It's the actual name of the island is called Quimanda Grande.
Oh,
but it's informally known as Snake Island. That's like the.
Yeah. I see.
So I really like that, and although if you want to hear like some real like real fast percussion music, track 4 is where you get again Pernambuco no frevo. I don't know what that means. Maybe Johnny could translate in the chat. Again, that is Pernambuco no frevo. It is a.
Wait. Put it in the source. Type it in the source for me.
All right.
I will try to decipher too.
All right, I'm gonna type it exactly as I see it, Jack. Exactly as actually. No way, I can. Let's see. So, everyone like a. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that too. So, Pranam. or Pernam, Buko, no. Oh, I can't. I don't know how to do this accent, as in like the keyboard accent. I don't know how to type this out by memory. Frivo. There you go. I typed out in sources. The E in Frivo, it has that accent where it's like an upside down V.
Upside down V.
Yeah.
Yeah, frevo. Upside down V. Oh.
Yeah, the
So,
has an accent.
frevo. Yeah, frevo. So, like by the way, the accents sometimes, that little line or thing will indicate how the sound itself would carry out. So, with the little top hat that it has, which is like you're talking about this, right?
Yeah.
That will go low to upper, a little bit higher, and then low again.
So Evo.
Frevo.
It's like a roller coaster. So that's just a few examples. So that's my Brazilian album. Literally a Brazilian album. Next, I got pretty much an album that is a soundtrack of a whole bunch of film scores from movies of the 60s. And I only got it because I recognize one of them, and that would be Goldfinger, which is the third James Bond movie. Goldfinger. It's a great opening thing. You should listen to it. Even if you don't like James Bond. It's a great song. And there's also a few more that I think are kind of well known. First one being Sound of Music. I believe people should know that. I don't think they have that song, but I think it's like the actual Sound of Music track. My Fair Lady, and that's pretty much all I recognize. but the unique thing about it is that it's not just the tracks it's not the original songs themselves, but it is performed by what I've come to learn is a trumpet maestro by the name of Ralph Martieri. I think he might be Italian. I think. Looks Italian at least. And I'll read at the back for you what it says. It goes, Ralph Martieri's famous golden trumpet soars up and into around a lofty backdrop of 50 violins to make one of the finest albums of its kind ever produced. The sound Ralph got when he first tried this unusual experiment was so rich and wide in range that it proudly presented itself in the selection of the proper music to record. Ralph finally decided that motion picture music offered a vehicle that can do justice to his new sound, and here it is. Lush renditions of famous motion picture hits, thrilling performances of music that seems to have been composed for this purpose alone. So basically it's a bunch of cover songs, but with a nice, rich and robust sounding trumpet taking the lead. All right, we're almost done here. Thirdly, I also got something called Continental Tango. Yes, I got a tango album, Jack. I'm going to learn how to dance the tango.
Ooh.
And it's a tribute to Rudolph Valentino, who I believe is a famous tango dancer. The world's most romantic dance. And this is performed by Roberto Rossani and his orchestra. Basically, it's a whole bunch of classic tango songs, and it's pretty neat, you know. Get hearing the sounds of Argentina. So, yeah. Oh, and also this thing was recorded in stereo fidelity. Because remember,
Ooh.
oh yeah, stereo. That's the good shit. All right, and lastly, but certainly not least, I think probably my favorite one is called Blue Midnight. Another fabulous instrumentals by Bert Keinfurt. I think that's how it's pronounced, Keinfurt, because it sounds German. And essentially, it is this it is it's basically a whole bunch of jazz standards as performed by Mr. Bert Keinfurt and his orchestra. The only song I recognize would be "Love." Ever heard of the song "Love," where it goes L is for well the way she looks at me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's na na na, and then the rest of that. That's the only song I recognize on this album.
Is very, very ordinary. E is for I don't know why I even try anymore. Fuck love.
Love. There you go. Just like my brother made Sinatra proud. Well, yes, and that's about it. So yeah, I pretty much just got a bunch of old people, and if you want to put it in a funny way, I got a bunch of old people music. That all of them.
Hey, those aren't the words. Those are the words for someone that was single.
I just haven't listened to enough Frank Sinatra. But yeah, I pretty much got a bunch of old people music, of ones that I found interesting, and I kid you not, all of them work perfectly. They all work perfectly. There's not a single problem with these albums. I'm guessing they either weren't played enough by whoever originally owned them, or whoever did at least took care of them enough on the actual like vinyls, not the sleeves. But yeah, there you go. So that was my weekend. I listened to nothing but well, I guess if I gotta gamerify it, for like a whole Saturday afternoon, my room sound like the soundtrack to Fallout. There you go.
Oh, I see. I haven't played much, if any, Fallout, to be honest.
I have to relate to the gamers somehow, Jack. I gotta speak their language.
You gotta relate to them, because apparently it's not working on me.
You're not a gamer.
Yeah, I don't play Fallout. That means I'm not a gamer.
Exactly. You don't play any Bethesda game. You're not a gamer. You're a gamer, but you're not a gamer trademark.
I don't spend my money on the same game. And not referring to Fallout, but just Skyrim in general. The same game 3 times in a row, and then getting the limited deluxe super duper triple animal style deluxe edition.
Now I gotta get the Switch edition so my character can look like Link. Sorry, this is you people music is trash anyway. I mean, relatively. You can find, if you look, you'll find modern new music to like. You know, it's not always gonna be what's popular. You just gotta dig through. And yes, so I was drawing my recent image of Manon that was playing on my background. I was testing out all the music. Oh, almost forgot. And I did get a CD of a whole bunch of Beethoven sonatas which also worked flawlessly. So
ooh, so classy.
Well, yeah. No, ghetto does not mean listen to indie music. Even indie music, you know, it can be trash. But anyways, so that's what I have been up to. It's a very musical weekend, and I did do a little bit of YouTube work. When I say YouTube work, I mean like actually work on like the YouTube projects. Nothing really to share, but I just wanted to point that out that it's it's in progress. So as far as relevant stuff, now that not just talking about our day, Jack, how are you feeling about that whole Helldivers 2 situation that happened and then just reversed itself the next day?
I was in the yesterday I was actually in the process of trying to refund the game because I was never gonna make a PSN account. But then as soon as they did they turned it around the next day, I'm like, oh, okay, good. Now, thank God that Steam, the Steam automated system, like what was it called, denied my refund because you would have to talk to an actual person to do the refund.
I see. I
So
see.
I'm like, oh yeah, thank God the automate system denied it because now I don't have to buy it again.
And honestly, it's actually pretty good to see that uh that the backlash was so fierce that Sony did reverse that decision, which I have to respect. You know, I'm not playing the game. It's very rare to see, um, I guess, it's to see that type of immediate action take place when a very very unpopular business decision is made. So kudos.
That's what happens whenever a game company makes a game that's all about literally the whole community working together as a team, and then something bad happens. That whole community will then go up in arms.
Oh, hold on. That was really Miguel's comment here. He says, I respect a trash indie musician more than a mediocre musician backed by a label. However, I will listen to neither. Then you don't respect them. You respect neither. You tolerate one of them because they have an appearance of sincerity. But if you don't actually listen to the music, are you actually respecting their art? No, sorry. At least that's my viewpoint. And besides, even whether indie or mainstream, you can't find at least something that you can enjoy. And besides, these days the indie label doesn't really even mean much. It doesn't mean, maybe it meant something 20 years ago. Not nowadays, not so much. Guys, my viewpoint is dumb. Yeah, well, that's just well. I am the jelly moronic. Why are you so? You don't have to tell it to me. I respect people actually enjoying their stuff. That's how I respect people. Um, but
The mod should ban him for bullying.
Owen.
Mods.
But he is the mod.
Flip his balls.
Mods curse his firstborn. That's how you get them. You don't get them now. You get them in the future.
Hey, Aurora. What did I miss? What did I miss? Bet, yeah.
Yato says,
clip his balls.
Yato says, I respect.
Oh, your PNG debut. Oh, wow. I actually did it down. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up right now. Don't tell me you don't have, and please don't tell me you don't have VODs on. To carry on while I'm looking.
All right. Oh, Yato says, I respect the right to exist. For example, I respect Steven Spielberg, but I've never seen a Spielberg film. Yeah, but when you say, like, think about it, you say I respect the right to exist. What is that saying? That's not saying anything. It's just saying it's an acknowledgement that they exist, but their craft or whatever they work on is not enough interest for you to even give it attention. So it's not really a respecting. It's more like I acknowledge your existence. It's the equivalent of seeing a person on the street, give them a head nod. It doesn't mean anything. It just says, "Hey, I acknowledge you," and then you move on because that's as far as it goes.
Aurora, I am mad. I am angry. I am peeved. I am frustrated. I'm just reading off this thesaurus. Why
livid.
don't you have VODs on? Why don't you have VODs on? I think you could still even have them on as long as okay, this is going to be a PSA for everyone. This is going to be a PSA for everyone. If you're streaming and also you do somehow have Amazon Prime, you will be able to have the same benefits as someone that is affiliated when it comes to your VODs. Your VODs will stay for 3 months. They'll stay in your library for 3 months. There you go. But you're gonna yes, Miss Sarah, yes, I did. But yes, just turn them on. Turn them on. There you go. Maybe forget to slam my hands on the table.
Oh, please don't. And also, Lexi also Jason's like, respects it. I don't consume. If it's not for me, it's not for me. Um, hmm. On that point, let's see. Trying to think here. Seeing the discussion because there's more. Cause let's see. Yeah. No, that is a fair position. I guess I am thinking in terms of more of I don't really think too much about things I have no interest in. So by default, I don't really when using the word, you know what? It is pedantic, but hold on. I want to make sure I'm actually using the word correctly. Words are important, damn it. They're very, very important. Give me a second here.
Spaghettios.
What did you do?
Something happened. What? What was that?
What?
Oh. My mouse is having a mind of its own now. I can move around in my browser. As soon as I leave my browser, it's locked into one space. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see how I can fix this. I'm gonna have to like close it and then open it back up.
Okay. All right.
Damn, how do I close this? I can't. Hold on.
Okay, so looking at while he deals with that, I still want to talk about it mostly because I'm just kind of interested. Because I could be wrong. I'm not gonna admit if I am wrong in this viewpoint. But to use respect is to either A, in the use of his word, is either hold in esteem or honor, to show regard or consideration for, to refrain from intruding upon or interfering with, or to relate and have reference to. So, actually, you know what? Then yeah, by that definition, we're judging by the to refrain from intruding upon or interfering with. So we can. So to use Ghetto's Spielberg example, he can refrain from intruding upon Spielberg's or interfering with Spielberg's filmography. So in that way, he is showing respect by just refraining from it. All right, you know what? I take that bet. I am wrong. There you go. See, yeah. And now we see if Jack can figure out this is whatever issue he's got in the back. Oh man. And let's see. Wow. Oh. While Jack's dealing with that, let me move his little. Let me move him. His personification. His. No, yeah, personification. I'm gonna move him over here for a second because there is at least one thing I do want to talk about and see what you guys' opinions are. So
there we go.
Oh, are we all?
I'm dumb.
Are we all?
I am doing the stupid.
Yeah, that makes both of us today.
So I found out what was the reason.
Okay.
When I smacked the table, I moved the pen for my I guess the Osu tablet, or to make it easier, the drawing tablet to the actual. I moved the pen to the actual tablet, so that's why it was stuck in that position.
Oh, because the computer.
That's why my mouse was stuck in that position because it kept refreshing from where I was moving from hand and to the drawing tablet.
You know what? I'm not glad it happened, but I am glad that now you get the weird weird hiccup with all the devices plugged in. Does that happen to me last time we were trying to stream Tekken?
Also, I am above you, apparently. Like, not saying it as in like a power move, but I am literally above you.
Is that you are above me? Is it? But you might be above me, but nothing is beneath me. For I declare war on peace and happiness. anyways. So I want to I wanted to see people's opinions on a recent photo that was released by Warner Brothers. A first actual photo still, what will be our newest Superman. And Jack, let me actually share the photo with you on your on our sources so you can see the image yourself, because right now the response has been very mixed. And so I would like to see what your thoughts is on this Superman's newest duds.
Okay, there it is. You know, that's honestly me. I feel that.
You put on your super boots one leg at a time?
No, I put on my super boots while having the world end. I'm putting on my work boots while the world's ending right behind me.
Yep. I think the immediate thing is why there is so much urgency in the background with, we can assume it's Metropolis being utterly in chaos by some orb thing shooting a laser, and Superman is just casually putting on his costume.
That's me after a long day, a long week at work. Just put on the boots. One more day. One more day till my weekend.
You know, and that's emphasized more because you see the the dirt debris on his costume. So it's like he just came back, and it's oh, you know what it is? It's just like that scene, another Incredibles reference. That scene with in the beginning when they're interviewing Mr. Incredible, and he says like, you know, sometimes I feel like a maid. You know, can you keep this place clean up for 10 minutes? That's what this is. That's what the Superman's being a super maid right now. He just came on and was about to take off his super boots, and then the freaking laser in the background happened. He's like, oh, come on, I just got home. You know what? I'm liking this picture now. It has some humor in it. Oh, man. Let's see. Some initial reactions. Johnny says, what in the trash adaptations is that? It's not too bad, but what this is really is like an amalgamation of a whole bunch of different Superman designs over the past 30 years. That's what that is. Because for those in the uninitiated, we got some. So first we got the Trunks, which is good. Trunks is always good. Says every Dragon Ball Z fan. But anyways,
I was about to say.
But you know, Superman having the Trunks, always great. The Shield is peculiar because this is a nod to a famous DC story called Kingdom Come, which is about an older Superman coming out of retirement, which doesn't fit this very youngest Superman that the film is going to portray. But either way, the design, I like it, but I don't think it fits a young Superman. But on its own, it's fine. I enjoy it, and I like what it's in reference to.
You know, now that you mention it that way, I think that is right. I thought this is gonna be more like the way it looks. I thought it was an older Superman, but you're saying it's a young Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but from when I've read in interviews of James Gunn talking about the film, this is gonna be like Superman the early years or something like that. So you know, so he's been Supes. Clark's been Supes for a while now, but he's still, you know, he's still green, so to speak. Let's see. Only thing I'm not really a fan of is the fact of why does every superhero costume have to have such weird textures on the costumes and random lines, segmented lines? Why Why always that? It looks like he's wearing. It looks like he's wearing like a one piece jeans. That's what he looks like to me.
My question is, who made it?
If it was his mom, she is a hell of a tailor.
That, and also, what kind of fabric do they have that can withstand a bunch of attacks?
Obviously made from the finest Kryptonian fibers that was in Clark's ship when he landed on Earth. I don't know. I don't. There's not enough info to know how they're gonna establish his origin and everything. But we'll see. If they don't explain it, that's also just fine. We don't need to know how he got the costume. We just need to know that he has a costume. Let's see. Looking at the chat here. Gallo says he just realized what the costume is. It's a live action version of the costume from My Adventures with Superman, which is the latest animated adaptation. So, yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see that. Sarah points out that only the top half of his body is dirty. The rest are clean.
You see, the reason why is because he was doing the wash, and it takes 2 loads because it's super dirt.
That makes you wonder, how does Superman wash his clothes? At least we know how Spider-Man does it. He does it very quickly and secretly, and he always mixes it with the whites.
I mean, wait, why with the whites?
Well, remember from Spider-Man 2 where he accidentally put his costume in with his white clothes in the wash.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Johnny says super. Let's see. Ghetto says, actually first Ghetto, and the last good live action version is from the 70s. That tends to be like a popular opinion with Christopher Reeve. I have heard good things about the Superman from the Superman and Lois TV show, but again, that is just from what I'm hearing. I haven't seen the show, so I can't say. I do like the look of that because since it uses the S shield with actually the black background, which you don't see too much, which I do enjoy. A nice reference to Superman during the 1930s. Let's see. Scotty says Superman and Lois is the best we'll ever get, ain't it? It's too early to say. A lot of people want to make so many judgment calls just on one image, even though a movie is more than just an actor in a costume, and it also does say a lot. I just like the fact that, number one, unlike the Man of Steel costume, this one's colorful. I can actually see the reds more pronounced than the Man of Steel. I always hated the way the S looks on the Man of Steel shield. I hate how weak and small the stems are for the S, while the actual curve is fat and takes up so much real estate. I hate that design. And
oh yeah, now I remember it.
Yeah, and also this version of Superman, he actually has, I call it a cowlick, but that's not what it's called, the spit curl. He actually has a spit curl. Was it too much to ask for the Man of Steel Zack Snyder Superman to have a spit curl, or would that be too positive, too hokey? I'm just saying.
Where's all these? I just know. Yeah, you were talking about the fabric. I'm gonna go quickly into just for one comment. Why are they always look like they're ribbed, texturized, like
for Lois's pleasure?
Like that's what I was thinking too. Like ribbed for her pleasure.
And sometimes Lana, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, no, I don't know why. I think that is just the goat. Sarah and Shadow Joe. Hey.
Oh, come on. Johnny says worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. I could have mentioned the mermaid, Superman's true first love. That's not a joke, by the way. Sorry, we did talk about the. Hey, Chris made the joke. Rip for Lori's pleasure. He made the joke. Yeah, he mentioned the mermaid. Thank you, Chris. Oh man. Also, Johnny asking the important questions. What did Market ever get a nail strong enough to sew the indestructible Kryptonian fabric? The answer to your question, Johnny, is shut up. Don't think about it.
I was gonna say a Kryptonian.
No, that's, you know what that type of question is? That's the same type of question someone asks, who changes the Batmobile's tires? It's like, do you really need an answer for that? Is that
it just obviously be Batman?
Is it though? Is that something that we need to know? Do we need to know that like on 5 a.m. every Wednesday, every second Wednesday of every 2 months, Batman changes his tires?
Man, I don't care. Okay, I don't care how much, because like the problem with that is the more people try to explain things out like that, the more people are gonna be like, then how the hell does he get away with it? Like, then why do you keep asking questions?
Yeah, it's almost like you need some suspension of disbelief with superhero media. I don't
like, if people question about how he spends the money, people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, he's just casually embezzling. That's fine." Like, no, casual embezzlement that would still get the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, the
Triple
the
A,
NBA all on your butt.
No, but Batman knows. Bruce Wayne knows how to check the papers, so to speak. Check the numbers.
My favorite one is whenever I forgot which one it was. It was one of the freaking, I think it was either the movie or the animated series of Justice League something, where they were asking, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna have a team, but like where's gonna be our base? And then Batman's like, oh, I have some place in mind already. And it cuts to the Watchtower. And I'm like, people are gonna ask, how the hell did that get up there? Because you can't just simply get a small piece up the space. It's not like Bruce Wayne's not Elon Musk, where you can be like, oh yeah, I'm making SpaceX.
Space.
The Bat SpaceX.
No, Bat X.
The Bat X. And the Batsla.
See, yeah, and that is why in superhero media and stories are inherently silly. Because if you do think about it, there are things about their nature and the way their worlds are constructed that are stupid, silly. But again, that's not important to a plot. Not unless you have a dumb writer who tries to make it relevant to a plot.
Do you think Batman's a crypto bro?
No.
Do you think he invested in NFTs?
I don't think.
Do you think he has his own what was the Lazy Ape? What was it called?
Yeah, those ape things. Nah. Batman. No, Bruce Wayne. Thankfully, has not been depicted as a crypto bro or a finance bro. He's literally just depicted as, hey, he is just a good businessman, which is the opposite of a crypto bro.
During a slow day or slow night at Gotham, when both Robin and Batman are perched up in some godforsaken building, it's just the pure silence, and then Batman going, if we all pulled in for Dogecoin, we all pulled in for Dogecoin and to get it to $1
for Ethereum, for Ethereum. Now I can see Tim Drake being a crypto bro, but only because he will scam people out of their money until Batman finds out. Superman is a crypto bro.
I see what you did there.
Daddy says Bruce Wayne's financial course. Have billionaire parents. Thank you. That'll be $500. In fairness, I don't know how true this is, but apparently, people who do inherit massive fortunes from their relatives if they are not careful, they do end up squandering all that money in a relatively short amount of time. So yes, Bruce Wayne did start off with the most of luxury and lucky and privilege, whatever where you want to use of lives, but he had to play it smart to make sure that he not only kept that money but made it grow over the years. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He clearly knows what to do with money, because if not, then all of that money would be spent on Batman stuff, and then there would be no Wayne Enterprise or no Wayne Foundation. Just saying. He says, "Man built a space station. How is he not burning through the money?" Because he has a Bat credit card. He puts it all on credit.
the Bat card.
Just like oh my god, I just realized in the Batman Robin movie, when Batman and Robin are like making a public appearance at like at an auction, where people are auctioning off to have dates with all these like supermodel women, and then Poison Ivy makes a grand entrance, and she's like blowing like a perfume or an aroma to make everyone like fall head over heels for her, including Batman and Robin. And then as it goes, Batman and Robin start actually bidding on Poison Ivy to take it on a date, and Batman whips out from his utility belt in costume his Bat credit card. and he says, and I quote, "Never leave the cave without it." And then also, on a card, it has his Bat symbol. It's a black card, and there's an expiration date that says forever.
Do you ever wonder if, okay, I understand Batman will be the type of person that will like literally have his own rations and avoid going into the streets to like buy something. But I don't know about the Robins. Do you think one of the Robins will ever just like go like, "Hey, I'll be right back. I need to pick up a snack from 7-Eleven."
Yeah, Dick.
And then, but here's the best part. With how credit cards are, if I was a Robin, I would be lazy enough to have some way to have like a batarang that can have like a one-time use of a card. grab something without being detected, throw the batarang at the freaking little reader and have it scan, and that's it.
a covert shopping spree. That's just silly. Also, get up with the nostalgia critic reference. A Bat credit card? They have the balls to give one of the greatest superheroes on earth a Bat credit card. Love it.
If you think about it,
generally one of nostalgia critics' funniest bits.
I wonder, for that scene, then does this imply that Batman signed up for that credit card?
No,
Bruce Wayne signed up.
No, it's Batman, because on the credit card it says Batman. Look, it's a silly joke it's a silly joke in a silly movie.
This implies the government
recognizes Batman,
but his own damn city doesn't. How up your own ass do you have to be? How up your own ass do you have to be where you as the mayor, or maybe not even the mayor, it could also just be the commissioner, as any of them, be like, "Nah, fuck the president. I'm still going after this man. Sure, he has his own Bat card, but I'm putting this man in jail."
This is why Batman and Robin is not a movie that people talk about a lot. Oh, man, that's
Or
so
he may outuse Cash. Hey,
yeah.
Cash is not.
Which
Cash is boring.
which we have seen Batman have done, especially in one Justice League episode where he's trying to stop a villain from entering his dreams, and he literally
Oh yeah.
stops at a coffee shop, and buys the strongest coffee, and he's like, "Keep the change."
Yeah. Yeah.
Or my favorite one in Batman Forever, that movie, where Alfred's going come in. Alfred's like, "Should I prepare dinner, sir?" Batman's like, "No, I'll be late. I'll get drive through." Just imagine the Batmobile going through a Wendy's or McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'll have a number one with a large
Welcome
diet soda.
to McDonald's. What can I get you?
Where is the order?
Where's the Big Mac?
Where is he?
We're out of it. Where's my ice cream? We're out.
No, hold on.
What do you mean you're out?
No, hold on. Hold on. Batman goes into McDonald's. He goes straight to the kitchen, goes to the manager, and goes, "Where is he? Who? A hamburglar. Where is he?" Manager goes, "I don't know. I swear. Swear to me."
He's been a menace. He keeps stealing my Happy Meals.
He's a menace to society.
But he's just a mascot. Like, you promise? Yes. Gives him a Happy Meal. You just see the Hamburglar just run and chase off with the Happy Meal. No.
This is evidence. Batman versus the Hamburglar. Make it DC. Hire the best artist you can find. Have Jim Lee draw it. I want to see Jim Lee draw the Hamburglar. Oh, this is stupid. All right, let me actually read some chats here. Let's see. Johnny says, "Oh, that's right. Lucius has his money now. Bruce is broke." That is true. All thanks to Lucius under the influence of a Joker toxin. I don't know if Lucius is still under the influence, but that was the concept at the time, and as far as I know, that didn't lead anywhere, unless that was resolved in the other Batman book in which he is black.
Wait, the Batman book where the Batman's black?
Yes, a few years ago, DC released a Batman series where the initial idea was it was going to be set in a future where Bruce Wayne retired as Batman. So someone else, I think it was like Lucius' son. Yeah, Lucius' son takes up the mantle as Batman. Or Black.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. However, unfortunately, that was supposed to be like, oh, it's in the future. Those plans were dashed, and so now DC did a weird thing. It was like, oh no, this is happening concurrently with the current Batman stuff. So there was, for a moment, there was like two Batmen running around. One, like,
even then,
you got Bruce Wayne, and you got, I kid you not, I read the comic. This Batman, Black Man, we'll call him. He was literally made to be a Batman for the people because he knows these streets. He knows these Gotham streets.
I'm Black Man.
While Whitey Bat is up high with them buildings, Black Bat is down there with the people. He knows what's really going on.
I'm Black Man.
He knows what's really going on.
Freeze, Black Man. Oh, I see. Just because I'm black, you want to arrest me? No, that's you're a vigilante. No, I see. Just for justice.
Honky. Oh man, it's silly. Let's see. Ghetto. Okay. Ghetto mentions a funny cog moment too, where he says, "On a date with Supergirl, Nightwing actually forgot cash, and that a whole dilemma if he just go over to the ATM. Supergirl paid for the date, but they never spoke of the date again." Oof.
Damn.
Not dude. Ooh, Dick Grayson fumbled that alien.
I guess you could say that was. Hold on.
Holding.
A dick move. Thank you. I'll be here all day.
I only got one thing to say to that. No, you get a. That's what you get. Chris says, if I was a Robin, I'd hire Lobo every time I had to go out and fight a named villain, so the problem would just disappear after a year or so. But Chris, even Lobo can't kill his target so tight because he gets distracted when he meets a hot alien babe, and then he's off with your money, and then he's somewhere doing who knows what to who, doing God knows what to who knows what on a godforsaken planet on this godforsaken universe. So that's not a good plan, Chris. Maybe go for a manhunter. They might be more reliable. Ghetto says, as a Gothamite, I feel like having Batman come to a fast food place would be like having your local famous crackhead come in. First time is mind blowing, then you're just used to it. And Johnny, yeah, he says Future State was born a corpse. Yep. Ghetto says they had a show lined up for her and everything before her first issue was out. For Supergirl? Or who are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis?
Do you think if you shortchanged Batman, he would beat you up for stealing?
No, he would just be like, "I see."
Just like, here's your change, $1.99. He just grabs you, flips you over. It's like it's supposed to be $2.50.
No. You know what's kind of funny? Batman's actually not that like when it comes to dealing with smaller crimes, he's actually not that violent, really. But I think the Arkham games made Batman more violent than he's actually is.
No, I think it's just people in general.
No, but think about it. Most people's exposure to Batman is not comics; it's movies and video games and TV. And out of all those mediums, which one has the more physically confrontational Batman? The Arkham games.
Yeah, that's true. You can be able to infinitely beat up a person.
No, not infinitely, but I get your point.
No, you can. I've done it before.
Oh.
Where, especially with the Joker, since he cannot die, you can keep beating him up. I remember one time my brother was watching me play it, and we were in the middle. I was in the middle of like that scene where you were having to fight the Joker. When I don't think, and I think at that point it wasn't really the Joker, not the Clayface one, but it was another scene.
Was this Asylum or
basically, City? That I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you were supposed to do a certain type of finisher, but if you don't, he will just keep coming back up and running at you. So my favorite thing to do was do the little rapid punches and see how long I could go for. I went up to like 100-something combo. Just doing that.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I'm not reading the comment here. Okay, now I see the context what Ghetto was saying earlier. He was talking about during the time we had the black man. DC also tried to push the new Wonder Woman, a Brazilian Wonder Woman, a prop. I guess this side of the world's Amazon, and I will admit she had a good design, and Ghetto and Jolly especially love her natural BBL. Or I guess her BB. There was no L in there, but whatever. The point is, she was drawn very curvaceous. Unfortunately, that series went nowhere, and as far as we know, that Wonder Woman character has not been seen since.
Here it is. You can watch it whenever you want. This one, but it's just to show you how it can happen.
Wait, hold on. Brazilian Nova. She's from Ohio. Wait, what? I thought. Was I misinformed? I thought it was supposed to be like it's like a South American Wonder Woman, unless he's just of Brazilian descent and she just happened to live in Ohio. Oh, she's in Tom King's run? Oh, I see. Then that's not good. I'm sure Tom King's gonna do something with her, unless he's just there for plot, and I mean actual plot, not plot. Wait, they retconned her to be from. Oh, yeah, because a whole bunch of Latinas are going to be in Ohio. Right. Of all states. of all 50 states, not Texas, not California, not New Mexico, not Arizona. Heck, I will take New York, even though that's mostly Puerto Ricans. Florida. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it says a bunch of Brazilians didn't like her. Well, I mean, I didn't read it, but if her series didn't last long, I'm guessing. Which is a shame. Which is a shame because I like the artists on that book, but and Joelle Jones, I think she was fine when she wrote Catwoman, though. Like I say, it was fine. It was nothing like too exciting to be like, oh, you gotta read it. It was like it's fine. Anyway, I'm getting too off. I'm getting too off topic. But oh yeah, we're talking about Superman. Yeah, I still want to see more. I'll hold judgment. I think this is just a bad photo to show off Superman. I think that's really. It's just a bad photo. Not a great way to show your hero. This is not a great way to show off your hero. When he's casually putting on his clothes while destruction is happening behind him. So, but I would laugh if this scene is actually in the movie and there's greater context for it. Ghetto says, I think what killed it was delays and Jones got caught tracing. Oh no. Oh, tracing. Oh guys, I have to admit, my art sin. I also traced in third grade. I traced Sonic.
Damn. Not flip his balls.
I know. I know. Feel great. My third grade self has felt great shame. I took the Sonic image from Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube, and I traced it, and then gave it to my mom and go, "Look what I draw." And my mother being like, "Oh wow, you actually drew it." I think I did the same for Tails and Knuckles. Yeah, I think I did. But yes, that is my great shame. Forgive me, Johnny. Says your mother's a tracer. Actually, you know what? That reminds me. So I don't say it as a joke, but there was one time my mother did trace art. But keep in mind, she's not an artist, and at the time, I was very much likely, like all children end up doing, and I'm asking like a somewhat unreasonable request. So the background here is that this was when my family was gonna move into what we now called our old house. It was around 2004 2005, and at that time, was super into Dragon Ball, like really into it. I had Dragon Ball toys. I literally, and like at a book fair, I believe it was a book fair, I got a How to Draw Dragon Ball Z Characters book, which if I probably try to find it, probably gave so many bad art tips because there's no way that book was going to show you how to draw like Akira Toriyama. But I digress. But I had that book, and so I was in a big Dragon Ball kick. And so I was still a little kid, so, I still wanted like theme bedding and all that. And I asked my parents, I was like, hey, would you be able to get a Dragon Ball theme like bed sheets and all that type of stuff? And they said, we'll try. And they didn't promise anything, but they said they'll try. And bless my mother's heart, I'm sure she looked everywhere to find what was probably not something that was even a real merchandise, at least not in this country at the time, of Dragon Ball bed sheets. Bless her heart. I ended up getting Star Wars bed sheets, which was probably was definitely the next best thing, since at that time I was really into Episode 3. But what my mother did was that she noticed that I had that How to Draw Dragon Ball book, she asked me for it one day, and I gave it to her, and she literally on my bedroom wall, she traced an image of Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku on my walls. So, and and there were and she did her best of her ability with her limited art skills, but for what she did, uh I think it's more the thought that counts than the actual result of it. And because I'm very thankful that she went out of her way that even to even do that, despite the fact she had very limited art skills. So that's something that looking back, I always appreciate her to going the extra step when she didn't need to. And and the Star Wars bed sheets what could have been like, that would have been enough. So I always appreciate for that. And the best part was that it's probably until the new neighbors came in or we had to renovate the house, that wasn't touched for years until it was time to move on. So always appreciate it for doing that for little old me.
Oh.
Let's see. Johnny says Tracy would teach him anything, just use it for practice. Oh yeah, sure. Unless my name is Greg Land and I'm just gonna use it to be and call myself a professional artist and have people defend and criticize me. And also yeah, all kudos appreciation for my mother for going the extra mile. Johnny U on the Greg Land comment. It's a shame. I know you don't know who this person is, but basically, Jack, Greg Land, he used to be a respectable artist. He worked for a whole bunch of different companies, DC and Marvel. But after the turn of the after coming in like the early 2000s or kind of mid 2000s, it was revealed that he traced a lot of his artwork. And for some people, there is two thoughts about it, where it's like tracing could be okay if you apply it correctly, and there are some people who straight up will go, no, tracing is bad overall. So there's two minds about it. The problem with this particular artist was that number one, his tracing was super obvious, and number two, unfortunately, the things he did trace ended up looking like bad art because for whatever reason, and he would mostly end up tracing over pornography.
Huh.
And there are very infamous art of his where you can clearly look where it clearly looks like he's giving the characters, giant characters, and what would be their O face. Or be put in positions that make no sense that makes no sense in context unless you put them in a very very erotic situation. So, and now I think he has gotten a bit better recently at not doing that, but he still traces, which is a shame because at least in the 90s, if he did trace, he was at least subtle about it and it wasn't apparent. So, yep. Johnny says people defend Greg Land. Never seen one of me solo do that. I only know of one person who has defended Greg Land's tracing. I don't know how you feel about him because he's a notable YouTuber. So who always wants to be a contrarian, even admits of himself. So I'll leave it at that. Ghetto says appreciate they got Land to draw the Thor book. That's a parody of lazy writing. Oh, that's right. I need to catch up and read that. What Ghetto's mentioning, Jack, is that in the recent Thor comics, the current writer, it is in a very clever way is actually finding a way to make fun of. This is just cheesy dialogue in general, but it's mostly he's satirizing dialogue you see in MCU movies. And to the point that the context of it was that Thor is fighting basically some Hollywood-fied version of himself that's owned by a corporation, and something is messing with his thoughts. Where every time something's gonna happen, in the back of his head, he is saying like all these cheesy dialogue, like "He's behind me, isn't he?" Like stuff like that. And Thor's like, "Wait, why am I thinking this? I don't talk like this." So that's from the few panels I saw the context. That's what it looks like. I actually want to read them because I want to see what the heck this is. Because of the few issues I read of the current Thor comics, it looks like a. I always like it when like these ancient god deities of evil and are the most malevolent thing that they are doing is becoming a greedy corporate businessman. And that's how they run things from behind the scenes. Oh man. So it's a silly hack. They were just screaming. Being a superhero is scary, you know. And Chris, nope, is not comic tropes. It is not him. I'm talking about someone who's a real contrarian about a lot of things. So it's not him. I can tell you easily it's not comic tropes. Let's see. Alright, so yeah. Alright. Let me get rid of Superman here because I think that's enough. I think that's enough DC talk. Hold on. Oh, that's not it. Where's the image? Let's see. Oh, I thought something. Name drop for the curious. Oh yeah, I'll say it because he's admitted publicly. Like I said, he is a very much a contrarian by nature, a Mr. Razor Fist, that guy. And I know, and Razor Fist on many occasions of his live streams has defended Greg Land's art by saying that tracing is a normal thing that artists do in comic books. Again, I wonder if he's actually seen seen how bad Greg Land's tracing was before defending him. I think he defends him because he drew one of Razor Fist's favorite actual favorite comics. So I think that's why. But again, he likes to be a contrarian. He always wants to be different, even if it puts him in an unpopular or a position that even makes him wrong. That's just how he likes to be. Anyways, what was? Oh, Lex, what do you want to move on? What time is it, Jack? Oh God,
11.
Oh, all this DC talks is made time go by too fast. That's to cover the conversation. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
But we do actually have to start ending the stream. So Jack, go ahead. Announce anything you need to announce for this week.
Well, classes are over for this semester, so I will be having a little bit more of a I'll be having more free time when it comes to my schedule. I will see if I'll make an official schedule. If not, I'll just basically say, "Hey, I'm live streaming early." So, other than that, it will be the same as usual. So tomorrow, if everything goes well, I should be okay to stream. I'm just gonna have to look through my technical issues to see if I can fix it or not. But that's about it.
All right. And as for me, I will be doing a live stream this weekend, so do expect that. And I will and because now things are settled in my personal life, I'm actually gonna take this time. I'm gonna take a break from doing a lot more drawings. As much as I enjoy that, I can't do that every day. But I actually want to take some time and actually work on the YouTube projects that I'm currently working at. That being Saint Seiya and a live stream that I am preparing for. So I'm saying that here now so that I can actually do it this week. And that is really it. So thank you everyone for watching this episode of the Hack Jack Show, episode 182. Thank you all for all attending. Johnny, hopefully you can take me to Snake Island one day. I will love. You know what, Johnny? That's what you should do. You should draw a sexy lady running around in Snake Island. Johnny's
I think she'll be dead by that point.
You never know. She might live. She might be a strong, independent Brazilian woman who doesn't need no hombre. Whatever how you say man in Portuguese, in Brazilian Portuguese. So he says he recommends I draw at least 10 minutes a day. Oh gosh, now you sound like my guitar teacher. Make sure
it's just 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it's 10 minutes too.
Oh my god.
I'm just being silly. But
I'm going to come over to your house and forcibly put that pencil in your hand so you can be able to draw for 10 minutes.
9. No, but that's good advice. Thank you, Johnny. I'll do my best to put that into practice. Just like with my guitar. And also the word is homem. So that is the equivalent to hombre in Brazilian Portuguese. Thank you, Johnny. And with that, thank you everyone for watching, and this is Hack and Jack. Sign out.